Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Cameron Woolley Show. And as you can tell, you can see me.
Wow,
You can see me.
right. If you're watching on YouTube, which
If you're watching on YouTube, which I'm gonna have that up on my Twitter. Also, yeah, I have a Twitter now. Be sure to follow that.
Wow.
I've been a riot on there.
Yeah, you
so-
have been. Yeah. So what are the how do we what are the handles?
Yeah.
How do we find the
I
Twitter
changed
and YouTube
my
account?
Twitter and Instagram handles are the same thing. They're gonna be on screen right about now. So yeah. Yeah, let's lead off with football, which
Yeah.
is like I want to save
Sure.
the worst for first.
All right. That's that'll keep people listening, right? That'll keep them engaged. I mean, we'll kind of be like the Giants game last night. We'll give them everything in the beginning, and then maybe we'll tank at the end. But
Yeah.
do you think someone in the upstairs in the maybe one of the coordinator booths were like, no, we're doing too good. We're supposed to tank
Yeah.
this game. What are you doing?
Yeah.
It certainly seemed like it.
Well, it's the Eagles.
It is.
Every single time against the Eagles, they do this.
Sure.
It's like getting to keep this in consideration. My entire life, well, maybe for your life,
Right.
you're not quite used to the Eagles battering the Giants as much
No,
as
not
they have.
Not, yeah.
I'm sure maybe in the Randall Cunningham days they may have done stuff like that.
Sure.
But my entire life, all I've known is the first Giants game I ever watched was Deshaun Jackson in 2010.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, talk about a baptism by fire.
Right.
So,
it's nice to see nothing's changed in your lifetime.
well, I mean, they did win a couple Super Bowls here and there.
Sure.
So I may be a little spoiled.
You can't. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the
And
Eagles.
speaking of those Super Bowls, the return of the king, Eli Manning came back last night, and I tell you what, for about 2 quarters and some parts of the entire game, he slinged it.
He did. He was throwing downfield,
Like,
which we're not used to.
Like
this
it was
year.
funny. 154 of his 203 receiving yards or passing yards went to Darius Slayton.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Eli's final line was 15 for 30, 203 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. And Darius Slayton's line was 5 receptions, 154 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So,
He looked good. He found someone to throw to, but
yeah, so all I'm taking away from this game is Eli. He still got it. Like it's still showing that he can still throw.
right.
He still has an arm. He's still got a cannon.
Yeah. We had a couple better receivers, maybe a better offensive line.
Oh yeah, better offensive line. Please, what do you think I've been begging for since 4th grade?
A real, at least a passable offensive line.
Yeah, passable offensive line.
Yeah.
Just-
Your requests since 4th grade have fallen
Yeah.
on deaf ears, unfortunately.
Yeah, I've switched schools in the matter
Sure.
of time that the Giants have had a terrible offensive line.
Yeah. But now swinging back to the Eagles, they're pretty hurt now too.
They are
don't-
beat up. But
Yeah.
I'm saying I've seen teams get decimated by injuries before. As this past year for my New York Yankees.
Yeah.
I've seen injuries as I'm looking at what the Eagles are going through right now, and I'm like, that's nothing.
Yeah. So they're down Deshaun Jackson, Nelson Aguilar, Jordan Howard, lost a couple guys during the course of the game.
Alshon Jeffrey
Alshon Jeffrey
and Lane Johnson. So yeah, they were it's like chopping a leg off Although
or
I
a wing,
will say,
if you will.
I will say, dude, Carson Wentz, the fact that he received a little benefactor from the Giant defense, but Carson Wentz, when he's on his game, he's one of the best.
Yeah. And and he had someone to hand off to. Boston Scott looked like a freaking MVP last
Boston
night. Like, what the hell?
He's like 5'7" and he weighs over 200 pounds. And that's not like, he doesn't look like me. He doesn't have these aren't hot pockets that's giving him all that weight. There's pure muscle.
Right. He's like a hockey puck, like going through.
Yeah, he's a hockey
like a
puck.
hockey puck. It's going through
That's perfect.
The Giants' defense. And he what do you got? 16 carries, 128 yards. Not bad. But in terms of the game itself, I mean it started out great.
I knew they were gonna lose.
First half was great.
I knew they were gonna lose.
I know you did, but you still had to find out how it ended, though. And I
turned it off when they tied it. Okay, like as I usually do.
Fair enough. Which was, well, you didn't keep watching this. Giants still had a minute 53 left. It's plenty of time to field goal range.
Okay, I stopped watching when the Giants got stopped on the next drive.
Okay.
Like, that was when I stopped watching. Sorry, I made a poor estimate there.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, well, you had to see if they could at least get in the field goal range.
Well, yeah, of course I had to see if Eli was going to do his signature 2-minute drill.
Right. So with that victory, the Eagles pull to 6-7, puts them atop the NFC East,
like first place in the NFC.
The crazy. What?
This division is so bad.
What's going on here?
This division, oh my God. It's something
awful.
Terrible. This may be the worst division I've ever seen.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're NFC East.
Your 2019 NFC East.
Yeah.
The Philadelphia Eagles,
right,
and the Dallas Cowboys
tied
for first place,
right,
at 6-7.
And then your other two teams, you have the Redskins at a beautiful 3-10,
gorgeous,
and the New York Giants at 2-11.
New York Giants 2-11.
Yeah.
I'm just watching Chase Young highlights at this point.
Yeah, New York Giants 9-game losing streak.
All right.
I mean, you're up 17-3.
You should win. But here's the thing.
In the third quarter.
Here's the thing.
Okay, what's the thing?
They're the Giants. They just don't. They don't. They're not allowed to win. They're just not.
To me, it really seemed like it's like, whoa, what are you guys doing? You can't win this game.
They know somebody's gonna be.
We need
somebody in the higher ups went down to Pat Shermer's headset like, hey, you know we're trying to lose.
We need that draft pick. That Cincinnati's bound to win one, maybe two more games. Like we need that first round draft pick. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So,
right,
I mean, I'm sorry your team gave you a little bit of hope. I know you were like, I knew they were gonna lose this game, but at least it gave you that 4-letter word.
Yeah.
Hope.
Oh God, dude. I hate when the Giants give me hope. That's the thing. I hate it.
I mean I can't argue with you. It's
okay, like
it's awful.
Okay. I'd like to ask a little question. This just came out of nowhere in my head.
Okay.
I'm going to be looking at the camera, pointing at it.
Okay, this is the Cameron Woolley question of the week.
This goes out. We're not turning this into a thing.
Yeah, this is sponsored by Meineke Auto Parts. Meineke, when you need brakes, call Meineke. We're not sponsored by Meineke.
I was about to ask, like, how much money are they giving us?
Okay, what's your question?
This goes to the Giants front office.
Okay.
Are you sick of this? And of course you say, oh, of course we're sick of this, but are you really? For years and years, this fan base has spent so much time and energy watching this team lose. Watching a Hall of Fame quarterback's career get not only wasted, but nearly ruined by a terrible offense. Or I'm not going to say ruined. That was a little too far. I'm overreacting for the camera at this point.
You caught yourself. You caught himself.
Yeah, I caught myself. But we spent years begging for proper play calling, a proper offensive line, and a proper defense.
Right.
And we spent most of those years begging for a proper running game. which Saquon Barkley, he was that for 1 year, but I don't know what the hell is going on with him anymore. Because I'm just going to say this to Giants fan base. Come on, don't beat around the bush. He's in a sophomore slump. Hundreds of players before him have gone through it. Like, you know why? Because I'm watching these games, and I'm seeing that when he gets handed the ball, for one, he doesn't have a fullback, which is football 101 if you want to run the damn ball.
Right.
Like you see teams like the Patriots and 49ers who are running the ball, pounding the rock, and, you know, giving their offense some sort of this thing called tempo. And
options.
Yeah, you know, options, keeping the defense on their heels. You know, one thing that those teams have, they have the best fullbacks in their respective conferences.
Yeah.
So they should start running a fullback with them. I remember my dad for years. I kind of thought it was kind of stupid when he said, "Oh, they need to get him a fullback." And I'm like, "Dad, fullbacks, this isn't the 80s. You're not in high school. I'm in high school. When you're in high school, they need fullbacks. When I'm in high school, they don't necessarily need fullbacks." But I kind of see the they're making now with the fact that, you know, they need a guy to pick up, you know, somebody that got through the line, which at this point they're gonna need 3 fullbacks.
Right.
Like, they're gonna need to run the super jumbo package.
Right.
Like, they're gonna have to have 4 tight ends just in the backfield. They're gonna have to run it like it's gonna be like a hockey line. It's gonna be like it's just gonna be like tight end Eli, tight end Saquon, fullback. Like Eli's the center, or at this point, like I should say, Danny's the center. The left and right wingers are random tight ends. A fullback behind Danny, and then Saquon as the defenseman.
Yeah, it's like, what do you call that offense?
What do you call that offense? I mean, like that doesn't even look like a good hockey line.
It's like the dumpster fire or something. I don't know.
But
what
again, like, what do I know about good hockey? Which
you know a lot, actually.
I'm gonna push that.
Okay, all right. That's yeah. Stay tuned, everybody.
Yep.
But Saquon Barkley, 17.
I'm gonna have it broken up into clips, so you're not gonna have to watch the whole hour.
Oh, all right. Unless you want to.
Yeah, I know how lazy people are. I'm that lazy.
Attention spans are at an all-time low, everybody.
Yeah, attention spans, they're always at an all-time low.
Yeah.
Nobody can pay attention to anything anymore.
Yeah, Saquon Barkley, 17 rushes, 66 yards. Nothing.
I mean, he looked okay, but that's just not.
Nothing spectacular.
That's nothing really good.
Right.
Nothing of note.
Yeah. So, that drive the Eagles had to tie the game, they made it look easy. Although, I think
everything against the Giants defense looks easy. Come on.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, everything. Come on.
Fair
Are you watching the games? Like you're like, if you watch the games,
I know
you'll see that this Giant defense makes everything look easy.
Right.
Sam Darnold torched them. That
says
something.
He did indeed. He did indeed.
In fact, only quarterback that didn't torch us was Dwayne Haskins. Which, if I'm the Redskins, I am really concerned at that.
Right. That's a major cause for concern in my book.
It's like, what? This guy threw a pick 6 against the Giants.
Yeah, what are you
defense?
doing?
Like, what the hell is your problem?
What are you doing? They're not even trying right now. What are you doing?
Well, this is in week 4 when the Giants had a slight bit of optimism.
Sure.
You know, we were riding high off of Danny Dimes' big comeback in Tampa.
Yeah. I remember so long ago when things
way back in week 3.
In better times, as they say.
Way back when we had optimism.
In better times.
Optimism. I love you, but I hate you.
Yeah.
I love optimism, but I hate it.
Yeah. So a handful of games left.
And do you chance have the
schedule?
USB? No, the USB for the phone. So
you have an audio. We have audio today.
The New York Giants this week, and you know where we're going. Whenever I ask
now
him,
it's time for the theme. All right,
Yep.
here we go.
he's gonna have to walk around.
There you go.
Thank you.
And let me turn that up.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Week 15 at MetLife Stadium.
Yes.
It's time for Tank Bowl! The New York Giants and the Miami Dolphins are facing off, and they're not looking for a W in the win column. They're looking for a draft pick. They're looking for the right to draft Ohio State phenom, possible Heisman Trophy winner Chase Young.
Yes. Yeah, unfortunately, he looked very good against Michigan a couple weeks ago or so.
Every single Ohio State player has looked good against Michigan the last decade.
All right, point taken. It's giving me a headache, but yes. Yeah, and geez, man. So, it's funny if you pull up. This is just a listing of the rest of the schedule. So you can get a Miami versus Giants Miami ticket for starting at $50.
$50.
Very
Who would
reasonable.
Spend $50 on that?
I don't know.
Who the hell would do
I don't
that?
know, but this is very telling. The at the Redskins at FedEx Field, you can get a ticket as low as $17.
Okay, well the Redskins are
gentlemen.
arguably the worst
Yes.
run organization
Sure,
in sports.
but this is a price for like a bleacher seat at Yankee Stadium. This is
Okay, bleacher seats at Yankee Stadium are expensive.
Okay, so
Okay, those are at least $80. I don't know. Like that's just my ballpark estimate.
Sure.
Don't hold me to those.
I don't think
numbers.
they're that much.
Like
I
I'm
think
a
they're
number,
more like
I'm a
I don't think
numbers
they're $80.
guy.
I don't think they're $80.
but
just for the
don't
record.
hold me to those.
I won't because I don't think
don't
they're
hold me to
$80.
those numbers.
I think they're like 18. But
In the playoffs, maybe.
yes, in the playoffs, definitely, yeah. But
Like,
$17.
It's one of my bucket list moments in life to go to a Yankee playoff game and sit in the bleachers.
Oh yeah,
Imagine how nuts that would be.
I think that would be fun if you're a Yankee fan.
Well, yeah, for anybody else, it's you're pretty much asking to get yourself killed.
Sure, I've been out there. It's not that fun.
All right, so
So yeah,
Next thing-
Tank Bowl has
next thing I
commenced.
want to move on to, let's talk about a good football team that that I watched on Sunday.
Okay,
The San Francisco 49ers.
yes,
Whoa.
enviable.
That team is murder. Straight up murder. I was fortunate enough to catch a huge amount of that game.
Okay, great game. Probably one of the best of the season.
It was game of the year.
Yeah,
Like, it was a shootout between, in my opinion, the two best teams in the NFC. And the San Francisco 49ers ended up squeezing by the New Orleans Saints on a last-second field goal by former Giant Robbie Gould.
Robbie Gould, 30-yard field goal for the victory.
Yes, but Jimmy Garoppolo went 26 for 35, 349 yards, 4 touchdowns for 1 interception. And then his top target, Emmanuel Sanders, 7 receptions, 157 yards, 1 touchdown, and a passing touchdown on the little quick play. So I just like, if I'm the 49ers, I just go out and ask, are you not entertained?
Yeah, seriously.
Are you not entertained?
And I love.
And I swear to God, if none of you got that reference, like I haven't seen Gladiator yet, but
oh, you've never seen it?
no, I've never seen
Oh,
Gladiator.
it's a great movie. Well, Academy Award winner, but
Well, yeah,
great.
it won an Oscar.
Yeah, you would. You'll love it. I know you. It's a great movie.
Oh yeah, like at this point, the San Francisco 49ers are, yeah, they're Gladiator. It's just like, what the hell do you want? What else do you want? What? Do you need more proof that we're good?
Yeah, and that last drive by the Saints, they went for that 2-point conversion. They knew that San Francisco is probably going to tie it up. If unfortunately for the Saints, the 2-point conversion failed, but they knew they needed that insurance point, even if only to tie, and unfortunately they didn't get it.
Yeah,
and there's only 53 seconds left, but they knew they knew that this team was too good, and they were on fire, and they pulled it out.
Yeah, George Kittle had an insane catch and run on 4th down to set him up in field goal range, to get him within chip shot territory. Yeah, Ming's playing the play right now.
Yeah.
Yes, he's rumbling, bumbling,
still going,
stumbling.
Still going.
Face
Actually,
mask right there.
We can pull this up here, I think.
Oh my God, really? Bet, bro.
Yeah, there.
Oh, of course you're running OBS.
There it is. Yes, of course. Anyways,
I gotta learn how to use that thing.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Anyways, yeah, that was a great game.
God, that's gonna add a lot of versatility to the show. Jeez.
Oh yeah, for sure. So, we're seeing these playoff previews.
Jimmy Garoppolo, he's the guy. San Francisco. He didn't perform quite as well earlier in the year, but all I'm seeing from him now is franchise level numbers, big numbers, great numbers from him. And being honest, I picked them last week as my Super Bowl pick for the NFC, and this week just further cemented my prediction.
I love it. And I'm pulling up the stats here. Him and Brees threw for exact same yardage, 349 yards.
Yeah, it was a shootout. But this was a good old-fashioned shootout.
Yeah. Drew Brees 5 touchdowns, Jimmy Garoppolo 4. It's it just came down to they were very evenly matched.
It was one of the best football games I've ever seen. Like, I don't know what it is with the Superdome and defenses just dying there. I don't know what it is.
Could it be the noise level? Is it
I remember 4 years ago, in 2015, the Giants played a game there and they lost. Of course, it was 52-49.
Yes.
Eli Manning threw for 6 touchdowns. I remember I was in Hoboken at a Hudson Tavern.
Yeah.
And I was watching that game, and I remember when the Giants got a pick 6 to take the lead in the 4th quarter. I remember everybody at the bar was just jumping up and down like, yeah!
Yeah. Not meant to be, though.
Like watching a good Giants game at a bar in North Jersey.
Right, where everyone's cheering for the Giants.
Where everyone's cheering
it's
for
an
the
experience.
Giants, yeah.
Not many of those moments this year, unfortunately. So,
the one time I actually did go out to watch a game.
Yeah.
Like, I went out to a place in JC. Watched the Giants-Redskins game. That was fun.
Yeah.
when Jabril Peppers got the pick 6, the place just blew up.
I hope for more of those moments. Probably not this year, but
yeah.
But perhaps next year. And good playoff preview.
Yeah,
definitely.
I hope this is a preview of the NFC Championship.
Yeah, and then it's a week of playoff previews
because I've got journalistic integrity riding on that one.
And I don't know if you watched the Baltimore the Ravens Bills game as well.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson is he's the MVP. Come on. Torched the Rams on Monday Night Football a couple weeks ago. That is the Buffalo Bills are 9-4.
Yeah, they're doing good. But
Jesus,
not as good as the.
Where the hell did this go? The Ravens are 11-2.
They are. Yeah, they're.
Where did the season go?
They're a great team. There's no doubt about it. And high expectations for them coming up in the weeks ahead and in the playoffs.
Yeah, I picked Ravens 49ers in the Super Bowl, which is actually, fun fact, a rematch of Super Bowl 47. One of the best Super Bowls I've ever watched.
Oh, right. Is
the blackout game.
The blackout game. Yes.
You know, back when Like, no, the Colin Kaepernick. Like, back when he wasn't,
vilified, yeah. But
yeah, let's not go there.
God, what? That was 2000,
2012.
2012. It was a odd game indeed, but the blackout,
Like,
that will forever be known as the
Kaepernick was one of like the most like electrifying players in the league.
For sure.
It was crazy.
For sure. So good playoff previews. A lot of teams have clinched playoff berths already.
Yeah, the Kansas City Chiefs clinched the AFC West.
Yep. And Baltimore's clinched.
Yo,
the AFC
okay, let's
North.
talk about the Tennessee Titans.
Yes.
Okay, I did not put this in my outline, but I was talking to a buddy of mine last night, and he's saying, like, dude, the Titans are the hottest team in football. And I'm seeing they're winning these games with Ryan Tannehill, and I gotta be honest, man. It seems like Mariota was the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan Tannehill, I wanna... You can keep that stuff up. I'm just gonna
go for it.
up.
Go for it. Pull up the stats.
Yep, I'm pulling up his numbers. 15 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Not bad.
No, not bad at all. Let me see. I'll see if I can pull them up on here so everybody else can see them. But yes. Excuse me.
Yeah, everybody's just getting sick around here lately. Okay, his last 4 starts he's thrown 9 touchdowns and 1 pick in his last 4
he's
starts.
on fire.
He's something.
For sure.
The stats are about to be on screen right now. Yeah, you see Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, there we go. 2019.
Like, I remember when he was with the Dolphins, I believed in him. Like, I don't know why the Dolphins got rid of him. He was a perfectly fine quarterback.
Yeah.
Sad what happened. He threw for 4,000 yards a couple times with the Dolphins. I don't know what the hell they're thinking.
Yeah, their loss, for sure.
Yeah.
They could use him now.
now the Dolphins are possibly finding themselves banking on a broken Tua Tagovailoa.
Yes, for sure.
God, that is actually sad. What's going on with him?
Yeah, I
personally wasn't 100% sold on him even before he got hurt. But
sure. Well,
but I had no doubt that he was going to be a good quarterback.
Yeah.
Like, I just didn't think that he would be this.
Right.
Like what people are saying about him. About how he was going to be a superstar. How he's going to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh.
So, whoa. Let's see some numbers first. Let's see some performance to back this up.
I want to see something.
Yeah.
I'm sure I could say the same about Chase Young, but defensive end is mostly I've seen it mostly as a seamless transition.
Yeah, to the
NFL. Wait for that to be a massive cold take, but
we'll see. We'll have this footage to go back to.
Let's see if I'm gonna regret saying that,
or you won't, or you'll be right.
Yeah, maybe I'll be right, which most of the time I am. So
yeah,
people called me crazy about the Devils, but
they did.
Yeah, people called me crazy. People called me insane. People called me a clown. And you know what? I may be a clown, but you're the entire circus.
Right, exactly. Yeah, you need a lot of clowns to make up the circus. So
yeah,
I pulled this story about Le'Veon Bell. I don't know if you read this, where he was scratched from
Saturday
Sunday start. He said he had the flu, and it turned out the night before he was spotted at a bowling alley in New Jersey.
The Jets.
Hours after the Jets had ruled him out of Sunday's game. So, so I guess he wasn't that sick. He was sick enough. He was well enough to bowl, I guess. Which granted,
I went bowling yesterday. It was
oh,
fun,
you did? Were you sick?
No, I wasn't sick.
Okay,
but I was kind of worried that the nerves between my middle finger and my ring finger and my arm were like damaged.
Yeah.
Because I'd click my phone on the volume, I hold my middle finger and my ring finger to do the phone volume, and I didn't have as much strength, and then I'm like what? Like, I'm like, hold on.
Yeah, now I know there's a world of difference between professional football and bowling, but however, and they did win by a point. But
Yeah,
they needed.
They
could have used.
got swept by the Dolphins.
They could have used him.
That would have been so awesome if they got swept by the
It just
Dolphins.
doesn't look. Here's the thing.
I would have loved
If
they
you
got
called
swept by the
today and it was
Dolphins.
like, "Hey, I can't do the podcast today. I'm not feeling well." Like, all right, that's understandable. But then I found out you were bowling yesterday, and this isn't even football. Like, I would have been a little upset. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, wait a minute. You were well
Whoa,
enough to go
hold on.
bowling, but you couldn't do the pod today. Come on.
Yeah,
Like, and
what the hell?
this is the NFL. So
But there's millions of dollars on the line.
exactly. Yes. Yes. That's what all I'm saying. Is this is pretty. This is we're not talking the NFL game here. It's pretty low level compared to an NFL
Yeah.
game. But you can't. Why did he even leave that? Dude, stay in bed.
Here. Dude, just
Watch
like,
Netflix.
like
Recover.
stay.
Get better. Although I don't know why. They don't have much at stake either. But don't go outside.
Just like don't go out when I've had the flu.
Sure.
Like, it was a very mild flu.
Sure.
It's like I only felt bad for like one day, and then the rest of the week it was the best sickness I've ever had. Like I felt fine, but I was kept out for a week.
Yeah.
So but I in no way, shape, or form felt well enough to go bowling.
Right.
Like what? Like my arm. When you have the flu, every single muscle you have is weaker.
Sure. However, we've seen remember when Jordan had the flu and he had that crazy game. Well, actually,
yeah,
I don't know.
Jordan.
You weren't born yet. Yeah, I meant Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I wasn't born, but
You weren't born yet, but yeah, that's
I
a
don't
legend.
live under
that's,
a rock.
That's a legend. I know it's a legendary game. Or Kurt Schilling. His foot was about to fall off. He won that game, the bloody sock.
when Babe Ruth was hungover.
Yeah, he still played.
Although Babe Ruth, half of his games, honestly, he was
Yeah,
probably
he was hungover and all bloated on hot dogs.
like he was probably drunk.
Yeah,
That's another reason why he's like. I see people trying to constantly. I see people constantly trying to justify saying, "Oh, Mike Trout's better than Babe Ruth. He's
Sure.
the GOAT." I'm like, hold on.
Right. Mike Trout's
Can
playing
Mike
sober.
Trout-
He's sober.
Okay, can Mike Trout put up the numbers and play at the level he has?
Right, after drinking like 14 beers.
Yeah, after slamming 14 beers
Yeah.
and eating 5 hot dogs.
Yeah. I'd like to see that.
half an hour before the game.
Right. Yeah.
Like just stumbling into the locker room.
It's called the pregame warm-up.
Like there are only 2 players ever that I've heard of being able to be at a game hungover and still perform well. LT and Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
I mean, the 2 things about those guys, they weren't human.
Right.
Mike Trout, I know, has a limit.
Sure.
Babe Ruth
And,
could also pitch.
And yes.
Babe Ruth also, I don't think he has a top 10 career ERA, but he has an ERA of like under 3. He has an ERA in the 2s.
I'm going to look this up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's perfectly segue into our...
This bears mentioning here.
Yeah, it should perfectly segue into our next topic,
Yes.
which...
Speaking of ERAs.
Yeah, speaking of old baseball...
Babe Ruth, lifetime ERA, 2.28.
Wow.
2.28, everybody.
And to think he hit those 714 home runs after spending the entire first half of his career as a pitcher.
Right. And just for reference, in 1916, he started 40 games, pitched in 44 games.
40 games, finished 40 games.
And his ERA is 1.75. And these are like...
1.75?
Now, granted, this is a different era and...
Dude, I don't care.
Dead balls and whatever.
I don't care.
He threw 323.2 innings? What? What?
What?
That's crazy. I mean,
Are you
again,
kidding me?
Different eras and all, but
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Imagine Mike Trout doing that.
He gave up no home runs in those innings, by the way. Now, granted, dead ball era,
okay,
blah,
dead
blah,
ball,
blah,
dead
whatever.
ball.
Yeah.
0 home runs, that's dead ball.
Right.
That's fine. That was when stadiums were like
Right.
600 feet long down the line.
9 shutouts, 23 complete games. Yeah. Yeah. And he was drunk, by the way. And he was drunk.
He was drunk.
Yeah,
and
let's
bloated.
see Mike Trout do that. Let's see like Shohei Ohtani do that. Let's see anybody. Let's see Verlander do that.
Let's see Garrett Cole do that.
Yes. Speaking of Garrett Cole.
Oh, the stove is sizzling. The hot stove. The best time of the year.
Yes.
It's not Cam Woolley Show official. It's just Cam Woolley Show.
Okay. Oh, did you shorten it?
Actually, no. Go on my Twitter.
All right. Let's go to Twitter.
Although I did make a sweet edit on my Instagram with Garrett Cole.
Cam Woolley Show, which is where you can find all of Cameron's tweets.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, imagine me on Twitter. Just that.
Yeah.
You see my...
Oh, look at our cover photo.
Yeah,
It's me and you at the Devils game.
Yeah,
That's good.
the Devils game at the Factory of Sadness.
Yeah. So, the Factory of Sadness. Yeah, so, wow. So you just joined like a week ago. Got 84 tweets already. It's good.
84?
Yeah. Nice.
What?
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. So, so Garrett Cole, yeah, you have a number of posts here. I gotta scroll down. Wow, you've tweeted a lot, dude.
Yeah. Like, what better things do I have to do?
Good point. I don't know where you want to start on Garrett Cole. It seems like the Yankees are very aggressive.
Yeah. This is gonna be a bidding war. This is gonna be a battle. I'm thinking it's gonna be at least 8 for 290. At least. Like, since Strasburg got 7 for 245, which was the initial offer that the Yankees were rumored to be giving to Garrett Cole.
Okay, now they got to one-up that, obviously.
Yeah, they've got to one-up that big time.
Yeah. And, no huge surprise that Strasburg went back to the Nationals. He's got a good track record there. He's a god there.
Yeah, World Series MVP. You're not just going to leave that.
No, not even for... I mean, he got the money. They made him a very good offer.
The bag.
They gave him a very good offer.
As of right now, he has, for like 5 minutes, he's going to have the best. He's going to have the record contract given to a pitcher in Major League history.
Yeah, $245 million. So that's, geez, man. So they'll have him until the age, until the end of it, 37.
Yep.
Be at the end of that. 7 years, which averages out to like $35 million a year.
And with these contracts, I'm seeing people get annoyed about the term that the Yankees are possibly going to give him.
Yeah, 8 years.
Which, if I'm a Yankee fan, the thing I'm least concerned about is the term of deal we're giving him.
Why?
Because you're not paying for the whole 8, 9, 10 years. You're paying for your window of contention.
Sure. Which,
with the Yankees, could be 8 to 10 years.
They're
a young team.
For you, God willing, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although, realistically, I'm looking at around 5 years of a big contending window.
Absolutely. How old is he? He's 20.
He's 29.
Okay.
He's 29, which is
34,
also going to drive
reasonable.
up the price and the term
Sure.
that he's going to get. Garrett Cole, his numbers last year, a 2.5 ERA, 326 strikeouts, 13.8 Ks per 9 innings.
That's insane.
A .895 whip in 212.1 innings pitched.
Wow. I mean, that's right. In this day and age, that's godlike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm the Yankees, I give him everything.
So you're going one more year, 8 years.
Okay, that's my prediction. That's at least. That's the minimum I expect from either of the teams, whether it be the Yankees or the Angels.
So that gets
because
into...
I'm hearing the Dodgers be thrown there a lot as the favorites.
Sure, they got money.
I've talked to a Dodger fan last night, my good friend Dr. Salt, and he told me that I'm not he told me he wasn't concerned about Cole, which I'm not going to 100% take his word for it, but I believe their priorities are more set on Anthony Rendon, which is more of a need for the Dodgers
Sure. I mean, imagine that rotation of Kershaw, Hyun-Jin Ryu.
The Hyun-Jin Ryu is going to be gone.
Yeah.
He's a free agent.
All right,
I feel like
back.
I feel like he's a solid fallback option for the Yankees if they don't sign Cole.
Right. And then Cole, wow. I mean, that still Kershaw and Cole. That alone, at least during the regular season, not during the playoffs. That's a whole different thing. But
okay, Cole was great in the playoffs.
He was. Kershaw not so much, but
Kershaw ain't really. He's not really cash money in the playoffs.
Yeah. So 8 years.
Yeah, 200. I'm expecting at least. That's at minimum 8 years, 290. Wouldn't be shocked if we ended up breaking.
Holy crap!
I wouldn't be shocked if we ended up breaking the 300 threshold.
It's ridiculous. I've 35 mil a year. That was like the.
I wouldn't be shocked if it ended up breaking 300, because the Yankees and Angels, they're organizations with a lot of money, and they each seem to be on a crash course to give him whatever the hell he wants. And I'm just going to say right now, if the Yankees are, like as I've been hearing, if the Yankees are truly willing to go the distance, I think they're going to get him. If the Yankees are going the distance, they're going to sign Garrett Cole.
Okay. Well,
it's like, when the Yankees want to throw money at something, they throw a lot of money at him.
I mean, they've been known to do that, yes.
Yeah, they're really good at throwing money at players.
Right. Wow. So I'm 35 mil a year. I'm just looking at
35 mil a year, dude. If Garrett Cole signs at the Yankees, they're the best team in baseball.
On paper, yes.
Yeah, just take that team.
Yes.
That team that has that used 2 or 3 rosters.
Sure, and still made the playoffs and went into World Series contention.
103 games.
Yes.
With a rotation that was so up and down all year.
It was literally patched together with like duct tape. And
that was the lineup that was patched together with duct
right.
tape. The pitching rotation, not so much, although Luis Severino was out until mid-September.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just take that team, add a healthy Luis Severino, and Garrett Cole. There is no excuse for that team to not win the World Series.
Pretty scary.
No excuse.
Sure.
There's no excuse for that team to not win the World Series. I'm sorry. Like, if the Yankees do sign Cole, which, knock on wood, it's looking like they are, but there's there is just no excuse for this team not to win the World Series.
Right. So other teams in contention: Angels, Dodgers.
Okay, the Dodgers. I'm just looking at the Angels as main competition, and there's also a quote-unquote mystery team, which honestly I'm really worried about the mystery team.
Wouldn't that be San Diego?
Oh,
where he's from?
News: the Angels are scheduled to meet again with Scott Boras today. So the Yankees made an offer today for Cole. I don't know how much it was, but I'm assuming it was in the ballpark of $8,290. Okay.
So that now the Angels may or may not counteroffer them.
Yeah, the Angels, they're gonna counteroffer it if they're as dead set as I think they are. They're gonna counteroffer it. I'm telling you, now that I think about it, probably is gonna break 300 because we know Scott Boras, and we know and we know how desperate these two teams are for rotation help.
Right.
The Angels more so than the Yankees, but the Yankees, they're an ace away. They haven't had an ace since CC Sabathia in 2009, and guess what they did in 2009?
I remember they won the World Series.
So,
good point.
The New York Yankees are a Garrett Cole type pitcher away from being a World Series favorite. Hell, even last year without Garrett Cole, they were kind of looking like a World Series favorite.
Yeah.
Like they were beating teams like the Twins and not so much the Astros, but they did beat the Astros in a regular season series at the stadium. They were beating teams. They were outclassing them.
Right.
Take that team and add Garrett Cole. Is that the best team in baseball? Is that not
the
best team in baseball?
It would be. Again, on paper, got to play the games 2020. And, well, we've seen great teams on paper tank or not live up to expectations.
I know what you're referring to, man.
You know, if you've listened to the show, you know what I'm referring to. However, if these guys even perform, at like 80% of what they did last year, it's a great team.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a lot of money, man.
So how money? Do you think the Yankees care about money?
No, I don't.
Dude.
The
clearly tax,
they do
tax.
not.
Oh, the luxury tax. Oh, the payroll. Oh, they're going to have to move the first round pick. Oh, freaking wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do you think this team cares about moving a first round pick? Do you think this team cares so much about a consolation pick that they have to give to the cheating Astros, which if everything goes to plan, they'll have that consolation pick ripped away from them?
I agree, but it looks like they're getting a slap on the wrist. So
yeah, it's just like, don't do that.
8 years though, man. That's a long time too. You got
8 years is a long time. It's
37.
It's gonna take me through college.
Sure.
No doubt about it.
Sure. Yeah, you don't want to be locked into, like a Ryan Howard.
But again,
I know his pitching,
we're not
offense, but still
paying for the whole 8 years. If this was a guy that was like 21, then no shit, you'd be paying for the whole 8 years. But for this, a guy who's 29 on a team whose World Series window keeps getting more and more and more open as the years go on, as Aaron Judge's career goes on. And when you're in that position, you're not paying for the whole 8 years. You're paying for, say, 4 or 5 years, and then you just bite the bullet for the
next 3 years.
Yeah, for the next 3 years.
Yeah, and hope for the best.
Yeah,
what else can you do?
But again, if Garrett Cole ends up winning a World Series with the Yankees, then I don't think anybody cares about that contract.
Oh,
I didn't see people complaining about the CC contract that much.
No.
As you know, 2009, he came in, won the World Series.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping the same thing happens with Cole. Again, nothing official yet. Hell, the offer that the Angels could be giving to Scott Boras tonight could be the kicker that sends Cole to the Angels, which is a big possibility, and the theories I was talking about are going to be like out the window.
Yeah, I mean, surely, if they're going to offer more money, that's the only thing I could see. No one's offering
Okay, but again, like I'm saying, if the Yankees are truly dead set on going the distance,
sign Cole.
In giving him a blank check to sign Garrett Cole, then they will. I guarantee it. They will. If they give him the money. If they're going the distance, I guarantee it, they're going to sign him.
Yeah.
I put this on my Instagram. I put it on my Twitter and my Instagram.
You did, at CamWoolleyShow.com. It's Woolley with 2 O's, 2 L's.
Okay, I'm just going to quote my tweet.
Okay.
Okay, can you pull up that?
I can. Which?
No, it's on my Instagram.
Oh, sorry. There you go.
Okay. Now there's people complaining about contract length, and I was talking about the thread, not the tweet. I've said this to my friends. I've said it on the show, and I'll say it to you. If the Yankees are willing to go the distance to sign Garrett Cole, they will. They will.
All right. Well, we'll see. Do you think you'll be wrapping this up quickly? Will we be talking about this next week?
I'm hearing that he'll probably sign by the end of winter meetings.
Okay, which are happening right now.
Yeah, wait, hold on.
Bless you. Bless you.
God. Not the time.
It's all right. So, winter meetings just started, and
kickstand. This is my school
iPad.
iPad.
I see that. It's not a very sturdy kickstand, but whatever.
Don't believe me, I've talked about
it. All right, well, I'll be paying close attention to this.
Everybody's gonna be paying close
And
attention.
then this is gonna stink because the Orioles play the Yankees 19
Opening day.
Opening day.
Opening day.
So
Garrett Cole.
Well, maybe I'll go and watch him.
Maybe make a little trip.
I'll take a trip.
Maybe we'll take a little trip down the Camden
I'll take
Yards.
a trip. I
take a day off school.
Sure, I would love that. That would be amazing. I'll be paying close attention. Well, after let's say they sign Cole. Are there anything else? Is there anything else?
No.
They need to lock up.
No, they don't need to lock up anything. Maybe a
couple of
re-signing
there.
Re-signing Dellin Betances and Brett Gardner.
Okay.
I feel like they're gonna re-sign Betances because the Yankees Brian Cashman, as of right now, is really big on stacking up the back end of that bullpen, which he has, and it's been arguably the biggest strength of this Yankee team.
Sure.
So I believe Betances is probably staying. I've heard things about Blake Trinan possibly being traded. I'm not banking on a bounce back year. That's why I think we should let Didi Gregorius walk. We're not in the position to bank on bounce back candidates. Just like, oh yeah, like you know me. I'm not big on spending money on faith.
Sure. I know that very well. Yes, performance, not faith. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, just
nothing wrong with not banking on faith.
Go on OBS. The browser's probably blocking your face.
Oh, sorry.
The browser's blocking your face.
There
Come
we
on,
go.
man.
Still got to watch the. Had to read the tweets though.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck, and may the richest team win.
Yeah, may the richest team win.
May the richest team win.
It's gonna be a brawl. New York versus Los Angeles in a bidding war for a player.
The coasts, the two coasts,
the two richest
together.
cities, and the two cities that could be countries if they wanted to.
Yeah, for sure.
But they have better economies than like 80% of the countries on this planet.
Yes, they do. Yes, yes, they certainly do.
So, yeah, one thing I'd also like to look at is that Tommy Pham was traded to the San Diego Padres from the Tampa Bay Rays in exchange for Hunter Renfroe and a couple prospects that I was too lazy to look up. So
I can look that up.
And Tommy Pham, I don't know what the hell the Rays are doing.
I don't either.
Apparently they're working through things with a physical, but
okay. Well, I mean,
but if everything works out right, then
yeah, I guess he's got a bum elbow, but what do for Hunter Renfroe, Xavier Edwards, and a player to be named later.
Yeah.
All right, not bad.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't trade Tommy Pham. You know why I wouldn't trade him?
What's that?
He gets on base.
He does. He does. It's the Billy Bean.
Yep. I watched
the Moneyball.
I watched
man.
Moneyball, and I've said that line so many times.
You know what? He gets on base.
Oh man.
I'm just I'm looking up his stats. I want to see this. What his on base percentage is. He does get on OBP career 373. Not bad at all.
He gets on base.
Not bad. He gets on base. All right. You want to talk hockey? It's been pretty.
We have to.
Yeah, it's
All
not
right,
been a
so,
good week since we last talked.
Although I'm positive John Hines got fired.
Really hasn't made it.
Negative everything else.
Yeah, I know.
Although I will say under Coach Nas they have looked kind of better. He's actually keeping lines consistent.
Okay.
And what sucks right now is that Nico Hischier is hurt. And
Right.
I really and it seems like Nasruddin has been putting Hughes with Hall and Palmieri, which is probably going to be a combination that's not going to last very long
Right.
because the Taylor Hall trade rumors are heating up, and it's probably going to be the Colorado Avalanche that trade
All
for
right,
him.
well, as long as we get something good back.
Like, I want Bowen Byram, but we're not getting Bowen Byram.
Right.
Now, and you know it's going to be an underwhelming return because what other karma could this team get? Yeah, and PK Subban was a -3
Against his former
and the Devils
team.
lost to the Predators. So yeah, that's a little more right there. So it's like I'm not even gonna break down the damn games. Like you know what happens. The Devils, they look good for about a period, and then
it crumbles.
Yeah, and then they
absolutely
crumble.
crumbles in the next 2 periods. It's par for the course.
It's like I don't care. I honestly don't care. I can't bring myself to care about this team.
I mean, it's tough. I'm still gonna follow the games. I'm still gonna.
Like, being honest, man, I'm.
But and
I
you know
may,
the Blackhawks game, you know, it went to a long shootout actually, but yeah, 10-round or 5-round.
And to make
5-round
matters
shootout.
worse, it was Kirby Doc that scored in the final round, and it was Jack Hughes
Who did not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's some more narratives
Right.
for you people in your little typewriters to say, oh, Doc's better than Hughes.
Yeah, well-
Jack Hughes is a buster.
At least they got a point out of this one.
I don't care. I don't care.
Come on, man. They
I'm
need
telling
all
you,
the...
I'm being honest, man.
I know.
I
I know it sucks.
don't
It's brutal.
care.
It's
Why
brutal.
should I? Dude, give me a reason why I should care about this. Why I should invest my emotions. Why I should invest my
I
well-being
can't
into
really
this.
honestly give you a reason other than the fact that there's a long season left, and I'm looking for.
On season 2, how many games are we in? How many
It's
games
a lot.
in?
I mean, too many to.
God, it seems like only a couple weeks ago we were saying it's only October.
I know.
Which I wasn't saying that. After the first game, I was like, after the first game, I was thinking, okay, this team's bad.
Right. But
There was just something about the team. All right, I want to see where they are in the league standings. See what their draft lottery
keep
is.
scrolling down. Keep scrolling down.
Oh my God!
Still going.
30.
Yes.
Oh, and we're not catching the Red Wings anytime soon.
No, there's a 6-point difference.
And
there.
we have a couple games in hand. So
We
yeah,
do.
that's
Yeah, it's probably not happening. So
yeah, it's just not. Although we do know what happens with the Devils in the draft lottery. If I just want one more draft lottery win, although being honest, do we deserve this talent? Do we deserve it? Do we deserve Alex Lafreniere? Do we?
well, I mean, technically yes,
Like,
because they're
no,
like amongst the
no,
worst teams in
no.
the league. So that's
No, but
that's
think about it over the years.
I know.
Do we really deserve him? Be honest with me. Do we deserve him?
Deserve no, but
Big boom. There's your question.
this is
why
how
do we not deserve
this
him?
is how the draft works, though.
And why
The
do
good
we not
players
deserve
go to the
why-
worst teams?
Why
so.
do we not deserve him?
Because you draft him, you sign him, and then they don't either the Devils don't put the right pieces around him, or it just doesn't work
We're the
out.
Eastern Conference version of the Edmonton Oilers. We're the Eastern Conference version of the pre-McDavid Edmonton Oilers.
Yes.
We're actually may even be worse. Because at least the Oilers got really high end levels of talent.
All right. So Devils have 23 points. For reference, the Caps right up the top at 49. So they're
The Washington Capitals are quietly murdering the league.
they are.
Which I mean, they've always been doing that.
Yeah.
Like ever since they won the cup, they've just kind of been coasting. It's like, hey, we're a really good team. We're kicking ass.
Yeah. Watch us or don't.
Good for them.
We don't care.
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah.
Edmonton Oilers are 6th in the league. The Arizona Coyotes 7th place.
They are
Wow.
40 points, man.
Wow, that is hockey can be strange. Looks like Phil Kessel is really working out for him.
Yeah. Hockey is very strange.
That's the Coyotes are another team I've seen that's been in rumors for Hall.
I could see it. I hope you like hot weather, Taylor. It's 100 degrees there. That's all I'm
Oh,
saying.
you know Taylor Hall's gonna love the hot weather. Taylor Hall's gonna love living somewhere other than North Jersey.
Probably. There's no pork roll down there, but I'm
There's
just
no
saying.
pork roll down there, but you know what they have? They probably have I'm not gonna say they have bear food.
No, they probably don't.
Yeah.
Unless you really like Tex-Mex, but
yeah, the North Jersey restaurant scene's one of the best.
yes, it is. Anything in the mail? We get anything in the mailbag?
I forgot to ping them again.
Oh, okay. Well, now you can leave questions on Twitter, or
yeah, you can tag me on Twitter.
Yeah, which if it's easier than than Discord, absolutely leave a question on Twitter.
Yeah,
we'll definitely answer it here. But yeah, I like this. You've branched out, so follow on all social media at Cam Woolley Show, and then if you can watch clips too, so you can watch us two handsome men arguing about bad teams in sports. Yeah, but there are teams. Dang it!
About
there are teams. Yeah, you can't take that away from us. So.
Yeah, we suck. Our teams suck, or like we don't suck. We're the best. We're the best in the business.
We are, but the teams we like could learn a thing or two from us. That's all we're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And bring me down there.
Yeah, for sure. So
and put me in, coach.
You got anything else?
I'd like to
thank the Academy.
I'd like to see if there's anything. It's like I've seen this this thing about Bill Belichick and the Patriots being involved in another scandal, but we know nothing. We know nothing is gonna happen.
Oh yeah, I mean, nothing has happened. Yeah, nobody cares.
Like, honestly, at this point, I would like to go over some. One thing I'd like to go over.
Okay.
Is some options that the Yankees could get if they don't sign Garrett Cole.
Okay. Who's on your list?
Madison Bumgarner is the number one fallback option.
Sure.
He is World Series MVP.
Interest from 7 teams, and I do not want to hear your commercial. Do they list those teams? Let's see. Braves, Cardinals, Reds, Diamondbacks, Angels, Twins, and the Yankees.
Where I see him going to one of the second-tier teams in the AL or NL. Like, good, like, really good, but not the favorites.
Right.
Like, he's not going to the... Like, if the Yankees sign Cole, he's not going to the Yankees or Astros or... And definitely not Dodgers. But I can see him hitting up either the Braves or the Twins.
Oh, sure, yeah. Jeez. That would make both those teams very good.
Yeah.
Very, very good. And the Patriots are in trouble again.
Yeah, honestly, it's not even news.
Yeah.
It's not news at this point.
Yeah. Big deal. Who else is on that list for fallback options?
Hyunjin Ryu.
Okay.
Like, definitely Hyunjin Ryu. Other guys, those are like the two best. Just look up MLB free agent pitchers.
Right. MLB free agent pitchers. Let's look at the list here.
Dallas Keuchel is another one.
Sure.
Wade Miley? No.
Porcello, Pineda, no. Gio Gonzalez.
No, hell no, not Gio.
Rich Hill, Batanzas. Yeah,
the 3 guys I'd be looking for as a
kind of takes
as a fallback option.
Kind of takes a dip from there.
Are Ryu, Mad Bum, and Keuchel.
Yeah, right up top. I mean, I think Matt Harvey's out there. He won him. Like, I'm just
Matt
kidding.
Harvey.
Kidding.
The Dark Knight.
Yes. He's another guy who could be found at a bowling alley getting drunk the night before his start. I'm just saying. He's been known to do that. So.
Well, that's kind of like a Mets thing.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you don't have to bank on any of those fallback options. I got a good feeling. I mean,
where do you see Garrett Cole signing? Go.
Well, you've given a very convincing argument that the Yankees both have the budget and the team to back him up, and he can see the future. If I sign with this team, definitely go into the playoffs, and we'll probably win a ring, which is ultimately your goal. And he didn't get one last year, close as they came. So, yes, I see him probably signing with the Yankees, but the Angels they're in the running for sure. It could be neck and neck. They also have budget. They have a pretty decent team. They're on the West Coast where he grew up, I believe, where he might want to be. So, yeah, I'm in my heart of hearts. So yeah, I see. I'm waiting for that story saying Yankees signed Cole 8 years.
I hope
300 and
I really
whatever million.
If the Yankees do sign Cole, I would have Jim Bowden of I don't know, he's a verified Twitter account. He at 3:50 he tweeted that the Garrett Cole market is number 1 Yankees.
Okay.
Number 2 Angels.
Okay.
Number 3 Giants.
San Francisco Giants, huh?
Yep, and number 4 is the Dodgers, and 5 and 6 are mystery teams.
Okay.
And the possible mystery teams are the Phillies. So
sure,
the Phillies aren't.
That's
really
not much of a
team.
mystery. Yeah,
they're throwing money there right now, and the White Sox. So
White Sox.
The White Sox. They're kind of trying to be the old Yankees, but they're just not.
Sure.
They're not a good attraction.
I just wouldn't want to play in that crappy ballpark, to be honest with you. So.
That's just that's a depressing ballpark.
It is. I mean, I know you're getting paid money, and.
But again, who wants to play for the White Sox?
No.
Who in their right mind would willingly be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna
South
play
side
for
of
the
Chicago.
White Sox.
Heck yeah, man.
Oh yeah, South Side.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I can hear gunshots from my bedroom.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, well, they got that going against them, but yeah. All right.
Yeah. So, for the first time, we're gonna be seeing the outro on the screen.
I love it.
On the screen, if you are indeed watching on YouTube, which you probably will be. So, from Cameron Woolley, Ming Chen, and the Shared Universe Podcast Studio. I actually botched the intro there, but... And I'm Cameron Woolley. Stay classy, New Jersey.